Show 'em how to flex like this. Hot in the fuck spaceship. I got like 10 bitches already lined up and ready to swallow my kids. Fuck with the Yo, what the fuck is up? It is me, Whisper the Coke God.
So how did you come up with your name, Whisper the Coke God?
Okay, so I got Whisper from my mom because she got her very first tattoo by a tattoo artist named Whisper, and I thought, yo, that sounds cool as fuck. Let me use that. And then the Coke God, I got it because majority of my family, including my mom, my grandpa, stepdad, they all come from working at Coca-Cola, like the drink factory. So I thought, you know, it would be cool to incorporate that. You know, it's in our blood. So it's just kind of like a shout out to them. Whisper the Coke God. Right, so this first tattoo, I got a butterfly. To me, a butterfly symbolizes growth and evolution through pain and suffering. This owl, to me, it symbolizes like wisdom, nature, spirituality. Angel wings, life and death, you know. Rose, beauty and danger. Heart, you know, it's just love. Spread the love, man. And then Roman numerals 29. That's a collective that I was previously in, no longer associated, but you know, I still have all my love for them. And they're doing their thing, I'm doing my thing. We're all good.
When did you start making music?
I started making music for fun as a hobby in high school, maybe around sophomore or junior year. And then I started taking it super serious around the time after I graduated from senior year that summer. Basically just like motivation from friends, family. They told me that it was really good and that I could pursue something like that, and in my mind I was like, yo, this is something I love, this is something that I could feel satisfies me, satisfies the world, so I'm gonna keep going with it and see where it goes.
Do you think anything was holding you back from making music?
I mean, at first I guess it was just like that self-confidence. Like when I very first started making music, I didn't really like how my voice sounded, or you know, like we were talking earlier, the quality. But I feel like over time, as you keep putting in the time, putting in the reps, you know, and improving upon those skills, I was starting to see growth, and that's just kind of what pushed me and motivated me even more.
What was your first song?
My first song was actually a cipher that I was in, which is still out if you look for it. It's called the TPMG Cipher. And then my first like single by myself, it's called Movin', and that is still out on my SoundCloud too. It's like some drill type shit, you know?
And do you write and produce your own music?
So I write my music, I record my own music, but I do not yet produce my own music, but it is in the near future. So keep your ears open to some Whisper the Coke God type beats.
And have you performed anywhere yet?
Yeah, so I performed at multiple venues, which include the Forge here in Joliet, some like local house parties. Some local areas like the Auxiliary Center in Chicago, or some bars like I forget what it's called, but it's somewhere in West Chicago. Everywhere.
How was the experience of performing?
Surreal. It feels pretty universal. Like when I'm on stage and I'm just like in the moment singing my words, and I see the crowd and they're singing my words, it just feels like everything is happening in divine order. You know, everything's synchronizing together and it just feels right. You know, it feels at home. It feels like another part of me takes over.
And what would you say makes a good performer?
Crowd interaction. You know, when you perform, it's not just about you, it's about everyone experiencing it together. Besides crowd interaction, I'd say energy. Like if you just go out there and you're like, yeah, my name's Whisper the Coke God, I'm gonna perform a song, like all monotone and no energy, is kind of boring. No one's gonna feel it. So interaction, energy, and do something crazy. do something crazy that stands out to where 5 months later they could still be talking about it. Like, yo, you remember when that dude did a front flip, did a swanton bomb into the crowd? You know what I mean? Like, just do something crazy.
Who are some of the artists that inspire you?
Some artists that inspire me. Honestly, I feel like I could pull inspiration from anyone and anything in the world, but some specific artists that I would say propelled me would be, for example, like Eminem, X, Earl Sweatshirt, like that whole era of like, you know, Tyler the Creator and Justin Bieber.
If you could work with one artist, who would it be?
Either Eminem or XXXTentacion, because they really inspired me, and I think we'd create some amazing music together.
What's your most recent work out now?
So my most recent project is called Starflower, and that's just kind of like me going into a rebirth with my music, being more authentic, being more myself. And my latest song is actually a cover to Under the Sea, the Disney song. So hell yeah.
How do you think your most recent work has changed since your first work?
So I feel like my most recent work is way more authentic, like I was saying, way more me, way more experimental. You know, I have music that I'm mainly known for, like the hard trap shit, but also sprinkling in some acoustic singing and some, you know, Mexican, Spanish R&B, some psychedelic rap. You know, it's just everywhere. So I feel like it's good growth and evolution in the right direction.
What message do you want to put out with your music?
So when people listen to my music, I want them to feel a sense of like freedom and love and peace within themselves, you know, and just realizing that whatever dreams and goals that they have in their lives, they have no limitations, no excuses. Like, you can do that shit yourself, and it's a lot easier than your mind makes it out to be. You know, you have potential of anything. You can do anything, and that's just mainly just what I want to push. You know, you're your own God. You're your own author to your story.
And what future work do you have coming up?
So I have a lot of features coming out, not only with local artists, but with artists from different states, different countries. I also have some projects coming out with different collectives that I'm associated with, and I also have my own album that I'm working on currently. I don't have a name for it yet, but it's really EDM and rock inspired, so I know you guys are gonna love it. That was the Whisper the Coat God interview. Peep more of my shit on YouTube, Whisper the Coat God. Peep more of my music. Peep more of Brian's stuff on his YouTube and whatever other endeavors he partakes in. And we appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful day. Yeah, I'm talking to you, breaking the fourth wall here, but yeah.